Hiya, so we're on fire signs and I already started your read, but my phone decided to back up. I think it had enough for today, so I've grabbed, oh, it's gonna fall. I've had to grab my old phone, and honestly this is knackered, so I don't know how well this is gonna stand up or how long it's gonna last, so we'll have to try and make this one quick. So we're on fire signs. So basically, at the moment, the energy that's around at the moment, or the overall kind of thing that's kind of playing on minds, is we had the Knight of Pentacles, and this could speak to you wanting to go make an offer to someone, maybe wanting to go and connect with someone, but not feeling able to because you're thinking about things from the past. Or this could be somebody that's doing this with you, and it's a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. So it could be speaking to somebody in that sign, or it could be speaking, so that's just the energy that they're in, embodying their kind of traits at the moment. So this could be somebody that's wanting to come in and speak to you, or wanting to come in and make an offer to you, or somebody that has. It could have already happened. They may have already come in and made an offer to you. However, what's blocking this, or what's being an issue towards this? We have the Six of Cups, and this is memories of the past. This is thinking on things from the past. So this could be things that negative. You may be thinking negatively about the past, or, you know, because it looks like quite a positive card, this could actually be having fond memories of the past. So this may be being stuck on something else from the past. This could be a new person, and you deciding that you're not really engaging it because your mind is already dragged towards the past. So that's where we were up to. Okay, spirit message. We have the Two of Cups. Oh God, it's just going to slide all over the shop. We have the Two of Cups. So this could be a love connection, or some kind of connection where it's heavily involved with emotions. It could be talking about a job. I'm not 100% about that, but it could be speaking about a job, like an offer coming towards you for a job, and you may be, because you're wanting to do something that you've done in the past, you're not really paying much mind to it. 1 minute, I need to pause this. I need to get the dogs in. So it may actually be just as well that the video cut out, because I was actually singing at the start of it. Didn't realise that I'd started singing. And the song was, I think I was singing, which is random. Why would I think of that? Is You Can't Hurry Love. Anyway, so we've got the Two of Cups here. So this could be a connection or something that you're emotionally involved with. So it could be speaking, because it speaks of contracts as well, the Two of Cups. So it could be speaking to a contract, a work contract, or something that you did that was making you happy. But with this being a spirit advice, this might actually be spirit giving you a nod to say that whatever offer is coming into you, or if a person's coming into you, it's something that would be good for you. It could be speaking to that. Almost giving you the green light or the go ahead to say, you know, it's something that would work out well for you. It's something that could be beneficial for you. Even if that's you deciding that you want to go and speak to somebody else and possibly make amends for a situation, especially with this card being here, make amends over something from the past, or just reconnect with someone from the past. It's almost like saying, yeah, go ahead and do it. It'd probably be a positive result. So in the past, we have the Seven of Swords. And this card's all about kind of trickery and deception. It can speak about theft, about somebody being up to no good. But with the moon here, this card also is a bit of an illusion. It can be a bit of an illusion. Are things really what they appear to be? I mean, he looks like a robber, but, you know, is there? So can things be like what they appear to be? Because this could actually be, if there was some kind of deception or some kind of shitty behaviour going on in the past, this might be you taking these swords, which are thoughts and communication and memories, and moving away from a situation. Making a decision with the 2 of swords down there to move away from a situation with the 5 swords, which is about betrayal and like kind of, it could speak to doing whatever it takes to kind of be on top. It could speak to, as a person, the 5 of swords is someone that would do and say whatever necessary to kind of put them at the top. So that could well be like kind of putting you down, being nasty to you, messing with your head, doing stuff to try and get the upper hand above you. So it could be speaking to that, someone who's you could be trying to escape that kind of situation, but it could also be, this could be someone taking these swords, somebody that you've been connected to taking these swords, or something that you've been connected to. It could be speaking about a job, taking these swords and something being used against you in order to use something against you. So it could be speaking to that. So there may be some kind of tricky behaviour in the past, or something may not have been like kind of what it appeared, or something might have come about in a really underhand way. And this could be you that's doing this to another person, who, you know, being really underhand to another person, or this could be someone doing this to you. So the next card we've got out here, this would be present position, is the 9 of Pentacles, and this is a card about being quite happy and stable and secure where you are, kind of having everything that you need to get by, not having maybe not having like the ultimate best of everything, because it's not the 10 of Pentacles, but you're quite content with where you are, and you're quite satisfied with where you are, and you're all right actually where you are. You're quite grounded. Which may make it so, like, if this was someone coming into you, this may make it that you might be blocking this person. You might be thinking of stuff from the past and blocking this person from coming into you, because you don't want someone to come in and kind of ruin the stability that you've got going on in your life. If something tricky went on in the past, you might have had a hard time getting over that and getting yourself to this stable ground. So you might not want to be kind of getting yourself involved with anything again. That's going to pull you into that kind of spiral of situation again, where you might end up kind of with someone that's going to treat you like shit. So you might just be happy where you're at the minute. And that might be why. And it might be that you, even though you have moved on from a situation and you're quite stable and grounded in the situation, you still might be plagued. And even though this looks like a happy card and she looks like she's fondly remembering something, I mean, someone can be bad to you and you can still remember, you know, they can do stuff that messes with your head, and you can still have fond memories of that person, because they can't have been all bad if you got with them. So, you know, you might still be stuck on the good thoughts of that person, but also you might also be stuck on the negative thoughts of that person. You might just be replaying the past and kind of stuck in that, so you're not really open to anything else that's coming towards you. And this person here is carrying a pentacle, and you've got the 9 pentacles, and this would make the 10 of Pentacles. So this is something that would make you happy, something that would be really good for you, that would have you with the ultimate success and ultimate connection that is stable and secure. But you may be just blocking it out and not wanting to know it because of something that's gone on in the past. And I will say, I don't feel like it's the same person coming back. If that was the way it played out, I wouldn't feel like this is the same person coming back trying to make a solid offer to you. Not as yet. That could change, but I don't feel like that just yet. Even though there is the reminiscing of the past. So in the future, we have the, I should show you the card, shouldn't I really? The Eight of Cups, and this is abandoning ship, maybe, walking away, turning your back on stuff that doesn't serve you. So if you're in a situation where you are quite all right by yourself now, but you're still kind of stuck to thinking and going over and reminiscing on things from the past, possibly about a love situation that went wrong, possibly a job that's gone wrong, and you've got negative emotion or any kind of emotions dealing with it that are kind of keeping you stuck and stagnant, it's about overcoming and mastering these emotions and being able to say, look, this didn't work out. This all these 8 cups are fantastic, and they were fantastic at one point, but they're not enough at the moment. I need to move beyond it. And it's kind of getting the strength of yourself to be able to turn your back and walk away from things that once brought you so much happiness. So you're having to move away, and she's moving away from all these jaggy rocks here and going off, looking for stability, looking for the 9 of Cups. And the 9 of Cups would be like emotional kind of, it'd be speaking to having an emotional balance within yourself. So you're leaving this 8 of Cups which wasn't fulfilling, and you're going to go off to find peace for yourself. Next card we've got out here is the King of Swords. And this would be the energy or the feelings or the emotion or the attitude that you're kind of going through all this with. And the King of Swords can be quite an unapproachable person. I mean, he's not, but he could be a she. It's gender is fluid. You know, we all have masculine, feminine traits. But this King of Swords can be quite intimidating and quite an unapproachable person. And that might just be the persona that you're giving off. That might just be a persona that you kind of give off, or a barrier that you kind of put up to keep nonsense away from you, to stop yourself getting dragged into nonsense. And you may, you know, they're not unapproachable. They're full of knowledge and full of interesting facts and stuff like that. You know, they could tell you, the very intelligent people, they could tell you the ins and outs of everything. But you've got to come at them right. You've got to come at them right. And if you bring into them gossips and nonsense, they're not going to entertain it. They don't want to partake in no nonsense like that. They deal with facts. They deal with truths. And if you're coming towards this person, you've got to come with the facts and the truth. You've got to be upfront 100%, because if you're not, they're going to find it out, and then they will cut you off. So it's quite a guarded kind of persona that you might be kind of going forth now, carrying with you. And this might actually be why this person that's coming into you very slow, this might be why you might be deciding that you're all right by yourself. This might be why you're not entertaining a situation, because the persona that you put off has someone kind of stepping back and thinking, hang on, you know, they can't work you out. They can't tell whether you're going to be friendly to approach or not. So it might have them stepping back and try to assess the situation. But because this person here is they move slow, because they move so slow already, they may have almost come to a stop in the whole situation if it was someone that was coming towards you. And that might be why you're deciding you want to be by yourself. That might be why you're deciding you want to be on your own and be by yourself, because this person has been that slow coming. It's almost like you've got very distrusting of it. But I feel maybe they might have been that slow coming and now kind of come to a stop, maybe because of a persona that you're putting out to them or putting out to the world. You may seem very unapproachable at times, even though you're probably not. It's probably just a protective thing, but you probably seem very unapproachable at times. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. So the next card out, we've got the Five of Swords. And this is outside influences. This is how other people or things outside of your control is affecting you or having you behave or affecting your behaviour or how you perceive things. And that might be why you're in this King of Swords energy. That might be why you put up this kind of barrier to yourself, because some shady, and I think I was talking about the five swords before, wasn't I? Some shady shit's gone on, and here's the one with the 5 swords. So this is an outside of yourself. So I think this shady behavior up here is somebody else that's done this to you. And I don't know if you're going to be able to see on here, but the people in the background have quite literally got the swords stabbed into the back. Someone's done something really shitty, really unforgivable behaviour, just so they could save face, just so they could be on top in a situation. And this has you now in this persona of being so guarded and so protective of yourself that you're actually thinking that it's better to be on your own than maybe connect with other people. But with the 2 of Cups here from a spirit message, it's almost letting you know that it'd be safe for you to go ahead with that. If something new's coming towards you, that it'd be safe for you to do that. It would be a good thing. It'd be something that would be emotionally beneficial for you. Because somebody here has really done a number on you. They've really done a number on you, and they've had you really close down and close ranks. But I think maybe that's where this 8 of Cups comes in. You might be thinking, you might be realising this at the moment, the way that you are and the way that you actually be, and you might be realising this is not what you want for your future. You may actually want to connect with someone in the future, but it's just kind of learning to trust. So your hopes and fears, we've got the 8 of Swords. So this is about being trapped mentally. So as a fear-based energy, this is talking about being trapped in your mind or being trapped to situations. And it actually could be speaking of someone quite domineering or quite dominant that literally had you pinned in life, like wasn't allowing you to kind of flourish and be yourself in life. And you felt trapped in that situation. So that's a fear. You may be feared of ever getting into a situation like that again, where you're going to be kind of pinned in. And this might be why you're deciding it's just better to be by myself. I'm all right by myself. But as a hope-based situation, I feel like this will be speaking about hoping that you get out of this kind of mentality, hoping that you get out of this mental prison and, you know, get yourself to a point where you can see you're literally being blinded by your own hair. All you have to do is shake your hair to the wind and you'll be able to see what's around you, to be able, if your hands are bound behind you, to be able to maneuver yourself to get the binds off with one of these swords and be able to free yourself from the situation. So as a hope-based kind of energy, it feels like you would be hoping that you'd be able to free yourself if you ever did find yourself in a situation again where it wasn't, where something shitty was going on, that you would be able to free yourself from that situation and not get into a mental prison. But fearing kind of, maybe you've got yourself beyond this a little bit, but there's still this catch to the past. There's still these thoughts to the past that are there. So maybe, even though you've got yourself out of this a little bit, this is still heavily on your mind because it's a fear that prevents you from moving forward in your life and moving on and being able to trust and be trusting with people and open up to people. This is almost letting other people's thoughts, communication, opinions of you kind of keep you trapped and embodying and letting yourself live by it. And your final outcomes card is the Ace of Swords. What's your final outcome card? So I think final outcome card here is kind of cutting through the bullshit, getting clarity on a situation, being able to clear your mind and get clarity into your own mind of a situation, to be able to think and act of yourself, be able to move forward and take decisive actions for yourself and in a way that you can, you've got that, you moving forward in truth, moving forward in honesty, and moving forward. So that might be that this final outcomes up here might be indicating that you're actually going to get to a point where you're going to realize that you don't need to be bound. You don't need to be bound by memories and thoughts of the past, or negative things that have happened around you, or shady people that have been involved in your life. You can move yourself beyond it, and I think you will be. I think you will be. And as much as this persona is a very good, you know, it's not really, the only way it's harmful is in the way that people are then kind of reluctant about approaching, just in case you do bite the head off or chop the head off. You know, they might just see you as stern and not want to approach with you. So it may be just kind of learning as well, learning to soften the exterior a little bit so other people can come in. But I think something might be coming in towards you, and whether it's an offer of a job or a relationship or something like that, or maybe a friendship, anything, but something's coming towards you that you seem like you're going to be kind of quite closed off to, but you might be interested, but you're still closed off to it because there's this fear. But it's something that could be positive for you. It's something that could be really positive for you. Alright. I should probably stick to the same card, shouldn't I? I keep pulling different oracle cards on all the different readings. So this is a Queen of the Moon oracle. Waxing Crescent 6, and the messages, the path, which made me look at this card here. It's almost like finding your path, realising what's not for you, realising what is working against you and holding you back, and things and memories that are keeping you trapped, and getting yourself beyond it, seeing that there is a way out, but having the strength and conviction about yourself to actually go on that journey and go down that path. Get yourself out of the situation, climb yourself out of the darkness, because you're not trapped. And sometimes as well, especially with it saying the path, and it's a number 8 again, this is about mastery. It's about kind of getting a victory over self, mastering situations or events and things like that. So this could literally be saying to you, although you may have been through a dark time, this was the path that was meant for you, because sometimes we have to learn lessons so we can appreciate things as they come in the future. And so we know what we don't want, so we know what we don't want around us, so we're not just letting people in willy-nilly just to take the piss out of us, really. Sometimes we have to learn that the hard way. So I think I'll leave that there. All right, thank you.